I would hope that you will forward this video to other individuals, and let me tell you why. I'm going to walk through a step-by-step way to purchase Hedera, specifically the crypto Hedera, and exactly how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Then I'm going to show you how to take it off of that exchange into a Hedera wallet. And from there, you can purchase other projects that are on the Hedera network. So why am I saying you may want to forward this? Well, you're probably here because you may have searched on how can I buy Hedera or how can I buy one of the other projects, because you can't buy all of the crypto on all the different exchanges. So you're either here because you want to know how to purchase Hedera, you've never done it before, or you've got Hedera and you'd like to know how you can purchase some of the projects that you've seen being talked about that are on the Hedera network. And if you already know those things and you've been talking to friends or family and you talk to them about Hedera or other crypto, and specifically Hedera and some of the other projects like maybe Sauce or Karate Combat, you name it, and you say to them, hey, you should invest in these things. And they're thinking, well, how do I do that? So I put together a step-by-step video because as investors, it helps all of us if we can increase the number of individuals that are involved with not just the crypto itself, but projects on the network. I'm Brian. I'm a big dumb animal. I always say informational purposes only, not financial advice. So let's get started. Please hit that like button. It'll help this video. And actually, my understanding is if you leave some comments, that'll help the video propagate as well. But more importantly, click the share button and send that link via email to whomever you may be speaking to so that they can understand exactly how to do it. If you've been in crypto for a while, you think this is easy. If someone has never done it before, it's extremely hard and confusing. So I'm going to attempt to use some of the simplest ways to basically take money from your bank account, get it onto an exchange, which is where you can purchase Hedera. And then since you can't purchase most of the other projects on the Hedera network on this particular exchange, you move it into a wallet. I'll explain why. And from that wallet, you can get the projects. So at the end of this, you can own Hedera and multiple projects on the Hedera network. I'm not going to get into Hedera or what it is, but generally speaking, it is in the top 20 at the moment I'm making this video. It's number 18. That can change up or down. 10 billion market cap. In other words, it's one of the top 20 cryptos by market cap. I happen to be in the US, but regardless, Coinbase is a large company. It's based in the US. Not that that matters. I think it's in more than 100 companies. It's a very simplistic, easy user interface. So I'm going to start with, if you have never bought crypto before, how can we get some money into this exchange to then buy some Hedera? So if you go to Coinbase.com, I've got links down below. Just click the link. It'll take you there. And if you don't have an account, you'll just click sign up. Now, one reason I picked Coinbase in particular is I think it has a very easy to use interface. It has a lot of users and it has an app for your phone, but you don't have to use it. You can go through the browser. I use the apps. However, I greatly prefer the browser, mainly because I'm older and I have a huge computer screen so I can see everything easily. It just makes life a lot easier for me. Okay, so you'll simply go to Coinbase and click sign up. And I'm going to do all of this through the browser. If you want, you can do it through the app later. You click sign up and it's simply going to walk you through. You're going to click individual probably and you'll sign up. I already have an account. It's free to sign up. I'm going to take you into my account. Some of it's going to be blurred out because that's my personal financial information. So once you've gone ahead, you can pause the video. You can go sign up for Coinbase and get your free account. Okay, so now we're on the home page here. It says home of the Coinbase exchange. This is called a centralized exchange, much like you would go to Fidelity and you would purchase stocks through them and then see the stocks listed in your account. You're going to Coinbase, you're going to purchase crypto through them, and you'll see the crypto listed in your account. There's other things like decentralized exchanges and whatnot. We're not going to get into that, just keeping it simple. On the home page, you can either search for the asset here, which is Hedera or HBAR, or you can find it right here on the right-hand side. You can see there's buy, sell, convert. We're going to do a buy. First, you're going to have to connect it to your bank account. They have a very easy way of doing it. They use what's called Plaid. So when you add an account, I've got some here, but I'm going to go ahead and just click the initial add a new account. It says add a payment method. You can use PayPal, for example, or you can add your bank. You click here, it says bank account, and then it's going to walk you through the steps to hook up your bank account. First, by asking you, what bank is it? This sign here, it's called Plaid. Coinbase uses Plaid, connect in seconds. You hit continue. Plaid is used all over the place. I've used all kinds of financial applications, and Plaid is the way in which they connect to my Fidelity account or my whatever, wherever I may have my IRA, you name it. It's going to ask you for your phone number because it wants to verify it's you. It's going to send you a code, and then you're just going to choose from a list of banks. If you're Bank of America, you click Bank of America. If you're Truist, whoever, it's got pretty much all of them. And then you just log in like you're logging in to your bank account. Name and password, and then it's going to say, I see these accounts, a checking account, a savings account, whatever you may have. Which one would you like to connect? I connected a checking account, and I just click that button, and then it's connected. That way, whenever you purchase, you will very easily just say, I want to purchase from that bank account. You can add many of them. So once you've done that, then we can show you how to purchase. Now, you can just put money from your bank account into your account and they'll hold it as cash or what they call a stable coin. You can do either way. Most of the time, I'm just purchasing and just pulling the money out of my account unless I've sold something. Okay, so right here, it's got the amount you're going to purchase. How are you going to pay? This is where you would click, choose that bank account, and then what are you buying? I think it defaults to Bitcoin. Just click that there, and it'll list everything. And you simply type in HBAR. Hedera HBAR, there it is. Okay, I'm buying it. How much do I want? It's in denominations of US dollars. So for example, 100 US dollars. And it's showing how much you would receive. Review order does not mean complete. It's just a review. If you prefer, you click this little up-down arrow and you can say, you know what? I want an even 500 HBAR. It'll tell you what it'll cost in dollars. So you do it however you like. I always prefer dollars. I just like to know what's coming out of my bank. Okay, so if we were to do that and we clicked review order, it's going to show us you're buying $500. Here's the current price. You're going to receive this much. You're paying with this account. Now, it's going to show you the fees. There will be fees. There's a spread, just like when you buy a stock, and then they charge you a fee. They happen to have what's called a Coinbase account. You can pay them a monthly fee. You save on fees, and it makes some of these cheaper. Another way to do it, which is free to do, if you want to save on fees. So that would have finished it, and we would have been done, and we would have had our HBAR. A way to save on fees is to come down and use the advanced mode, and I'll show you that. But first, you have to have enough cash in your account because you're going to be pulling money from cash. It won't pull directly from your bank account. This method will pull directly from your bank account. This method will not. So we can go to cash, deposit US dollars. How much? $100. From which account do I want? Let's just do 110. Make sure we got fee money. We'll hit preview. It's going to say it's going to do it instantly. It's free to pull the money in. Deposit the cash, and $110 will appear. At the moment, I have $1.19. Now I have $111.19. Big spender. $111 in US dollars. Okay, now we'll go to advanced. Again, you don't have to do this. You can use the first method. This is just a way to save on fees. Up here, it already says HBAR, but you would come here and you type in HBAR, and it's going to ask you what type of denomination. USDT is called Tether. We're going to use USD. It's dollars. See a little dollar sign. Click it. Okay. X that window out. Now we're looking at HBAR. This is just like a Fidelity screen. Last price, volume, high, etc. You're probably familiar. This is the buy and sell portion here when you're setting your orders. Click sell. Well, I'm sorry. We're going to buy. We're going to buy. I'm going to leave it at, it usually uses the current market price here. I'm going to do a limit order. It's cheaper fee-wise to do a limit order than a market order. So we're going to leave the limit order, an amount, You see here, it says you have $111.18. So I'm going to purchase $100 worth. We come down to the bottom. It says the fee is 74 cents. I'm getting a rebate because I have Coinbase One, but basically it's less than $1 to execute this. It's better than the fees you would get the other way around. Let's go ahead and buy it. Success. We're done. Click this button and you're going to go back to the basic view. Let's go look at HBAR, Hedera. I have my Hedera. My Hedera is not being held in this exchange. You can leave once you buy. If all you want to do is buy Hedera, and you want to just leave it here so that you can sell it sometime in the future very easily, then you're done. You would come back at some point, click the sell button, and either sell it here or go to advanced mode and use the sell panel there to have less fees. That's it. The second part of this is how can we move this Hedera into a wallet so that we can do two things. One, we're going to move it into what's called a self-custody wallet. At the moment, our Hedera is being held by Coinbase. If Coinbase were to have a problem, let's say they go out of business, we may never see our Hedera. So they're holding what's called the keys. If we move it into a self-custody wallet, then we will be holding the keys. Think of Coinbase as a bank. You go take $100, you give it to the bank, and they give you your statement. They hold the $100. Or you take your $100 and you put it in your personal wallet and stick it in your pocket. That's what we're going to do. Put it in our pocket. That way, we know it's completely as safe as can be. We're self-custodying it. Got to make sure we don't lose our passphrase and that sort of thing. And it's going to allow us to buy other things on the network. For example, there's one called Sauce. I like it. I've bought a bunch. But if I click and try to buy it on Coinbase, it says it's not tradable on Coinbase. They don't have every single crypto. They just have most of the larger ones. Okay. So now, the most popular, if I'm not mistaken, by usage is one called Hashpack. Many different people make wallets. Think of walking into a department store, looking in the glass case, and you see a bunch of wallets. You say, which one do I want? And they say, that's the most popular wallet. And you go, okay, that's what we're doing here. You go to Hashpack. Another reason I like Hashpack is because, yes, they have an app for your phone, but also they have what's called an extension where you can just click a button in your browser and it opens up a little window. And here's the one for Hashpack. When we click, it opens up this window. I'm going to go ahead and put in my password. So this is a window that's movable. I can move it around. And you're going to see here, I have assets listed that I've purchased in here. Other assets I've put into other applications, they call them. It doesn't matter right now. But these are the ones that are actually sitting in my wallet. And this is connected to the wallet on my phone. So what we want to do here, I have some HBAR, but I want to show you how to get the HBAR over here. So let's go back to Coinbase. And you'll see down here on the right-hand side, under the buy, sell, whatnot, you can send crypto. It's asking, what do you want to send? We're going to say HBAR. Okay, so you click here and you'll be able to determine what you want to send. You type in, for example, HBAR, and it's going to bring it up. Click and you say, okay, I'm sending HBAR. Where am I sending it? Aha. Click that. Now it's going to ask you to put in an address. I already have some addresses down here because it'll save the ones you've used in the past. But if we go to the Hashpack, so at the very bottom here, it says there's send and there's receive. Just like you're holding your personal wallet, you're either taking money out and sending it to someone for a coffee at 7-Eleven, or your buddy owes you money and you're taking it and putting it in. So we're going to receive because we're going to send from Coinbase over here. Now, what you can do is, if you're using your phone, you can scan this, but here it says copy address to clipboard. And then it just says with checksum, without checksum. You can do it no checksum. So you click right there. Check mark means it's copied the address. Click done. Go back and let's go to Coinbase. So now we have the address of our wallet. Every wallet has a unique address. Just like IP addresses are unique if you're familiar with them. Or your home address. with your zip code should be unique. Everyone in the US or the world has a different physical address because more than one person can live in that home. But let's not go into that. Okay, it says I've sent here something 2 weeks ago. So it remembered what I did. I'll just click it. And I can it says a memo may be required. It's not. So you can just say skip. And then you can say here, what do you want to send? We already said we're sending our Hedera. It's to this wallet. We just added it. You can type in how much you want to send, either in the form of US dollars or in the form of HBAR. Or if you want to send all the HBAR you have, you say max, and it does it for you. Preview send. All right, sending this much. It's going to take that much time, and they're going to charge us 28 cents to send it. Send now. Now, I forgot, Coinbase will have you verify in a myriad of ways. In this case, when I set up the account, it used an authenticator app. And that's on your phone, and you would have to enter that here. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Now, I'm not going to get into the authenticator app. I'm assuming you've done that sort of thing because that's used on all sorts of sites like Fidelity and you name it. All right, so it says done. You sent. Now, it's going over there, and it may take a moment. While it is being sent over there, let me say this. I highly recommend that you first just send a couple dollars worth of HBAR in case you make a mistake and it doesn't go to your address. So that's the first thing to note, is do a test run. It's sort of like when someone says, here's some leather cleaner for your car, and you want to clean your seats. Well, you always test a spot no one can see with just a little bit to make sure it doesn't make a mark. And then if you know it's going to be okay, you do the whole seat. So in this case, when I'm sending to a new wallet, I send a little bit and I wait and I make sure it goes through, and then I go, great, because it's going to remember the address for you. All right, so let's go back and check out that wallet. Whatever, I guess 100 and some, I can't remember what I had there a moment ago, but now there's more. The HBAR showed up, and it's in this asset list. Now, sometimes the asset doesn't show. Don't freak out. You would click add token, and then you pick which token from this list. These are all the tokens you can purchase with this app that are on the Hedera network. Those are the ones we're talking about. You just go down here and you just click one. I think I may already have this one, but I'll click it. Oh, it says I already have it. So it would say associate token. What do I not have? That one? Okay. Associate token, you click, and then now it's going to show up on your list. So if you've sent it and you don't see it, don't freak out. Click the add token button. Hedera is very fast. Some networks are really slow, but typically this is done, as you can see, within seconds. So there we go. What did we do? We purchased Hedera on Coinbase. We could have left it there if we wanted to. We decided to move it to this wallet so that we could then purchase other things on the Hedera network. For example, let me just show you something here. I'm going to focus on, this is a website, if you're not familiar. It talks about the different networks, and it has to do with finance, decentralized finance. So the projects on the network here are projects that have to do with finance. One of the larger ones here, Saucer Swap, meaning it has the most total value locked. Let's just say, if you're not familiar, it's one of the larger financial projects on the Hedera network. So Saucer Swap, let's click it. It's going to show you here, it's called Saucer Swap, and it's SAUCE. You couldn't buy that on Coinbase. I happen to have purchased it. How do I do that? I do that with my Hedera. Let me show you now how to purchase something that's on the Hedera network. You simply do what's called a swap. So here are your assets, and here's the swap. No matter what wallet you use, these functions are typical across all wallets. They just have different user interfaces. So you would say right here from HBAR, how much do you want? Showing I have 971 HBAR. And then what do you want to buy down here? So let's select the token. So here you go. These are all the different things. HBAR is grayed out because I'm purchasing with HBAR. You're not going to buy HBAR with HBAR. You can use the pack token, which is the token that's used within the Hashpack network. You can actually save it as USD coin. Maybe you want to sell something in the future and you want to use it and keep it as what's called a stable coin, which is pegged to the dollar. It's just like if you use, say, T. Rowe Price or one of those, they'll have a mutual fund or an ETF where it's pegged to the dollar. I think T. Rowe Price calls it, say, prime reserve. I'm mentioning this for the older audience so you can understand what this is. Prime reserve, you put some money there, it stays at $1. It's not going to be going up. It's not going to be going down. You're just holding it there for a while. That's what you do with the USD coin. You essentially can sell out of something and just hold it there. Maybe you don't want to buy another coin yet. Maybe you want to get it back to your own physical wallet to go spend US dollars, whatever. Then they have other projects. You've got Tune FM, HBAR with an X. Not going to go into that now. Here's the one called Sauce. They have HBAR Suite. That's also a financial one. You can get actually Ethereum. It's called Wrapped Ethereum or Wrapped Bitcoin as well on here. And they've got all these others. Some are meme coins, you name it. There are many others that you can purchase, but to do it easily and quickly through Hashpack, we're just going to do what's called a swap without going out to another network. So let's just show you how to do this. Sauce. So how much you're going to switch HBAR for Sauce. I'm going to do a trade. So let's say I want to do 300 HBAR. Probably didn't gain any money or lose any money when I moved it because I moved it and I immediately am switching it over to something else. So you're spending 300 HBAR as opposed, because that's the denomination we're using. It shows here 83.18, and then it shows here how much sauce we're going to receive. Just go down here and click swap. Now look what it's doing. It's going from HBAR to USD coin to sauce, doing it for us. It's going to tell you how much you're getting. It's going to say what the fee is. It's 3 HBAR, which at the moment is like 90 cents. We're going to earn pack rewards, which means it'll give us some of those pack tokens for free. We're going to hit swap. Now let me explain what just happened when it shows this little graph here. Essentially it said, we're selling HBAR and we're turning it into this USD coin, which is like dollars. It's the same as if you went into Fidelity and you sold your Meta stock and then it goes into your cash balance. And then you take what's in your cash balance and you go buy another stock like Nvidia, right? So you sold one, it went to cash, you took the cash, you bought Nvidia. What just happened there when you do a swap is it did it for us. It swapped HBAR for USDC and then swapped USDC for sauce. Just a quicker, easy way of doing it. So we should have gotten 793 or so. We'll go to assets. Sometimes this doesn't refresh. You go up here and you click this refresh button. And now as we scroll down, we see sauce. Yeah, 7092.827, $83.21. That's how much we bought of this sauce. There you have it. For what's available in the Hashpack app, you can quickly swap for one of those projects on the Hedera network. So we showed how to take money from your bank account, get it onto Coinbase, buy Hedera, move Hedera into a wallet, and buy one of those applications, financial applications, or some of the others. So if you're talking to someone and they've been discussing the different projects on the Hedera network that they're excited about, why would they be doing that? Well, the idea is when you look at, let's go back to DeFi Llama, and you look at, for example, we were looking at Hedera, and these are the applications on Hedera. Well, up here at the top, you've got Ethereum, you've probably heard of that, Solana, Tron, whatever they are, and then when you click one, it's just like this, it'll show you all the financial things on their network. The idea in theory is Hedera itself is the layer, and then it has projects built on top of it. And these are financial projects built on top of it. So the total value locked in these financial projects is 165 million. If you scroll down, you can see that 124 million of that is in this one called Saucer Swap. So in theory, people believe that, hey, Hedera is going to start going up. This is December of 2024. Let's say that it does go up over the next 3-6 months pretty substantially. Hopefully, these items, when that network grows of people purchasing HBAR, they will also get into, like I just showed you, these other projects, whether it's these or others, and they will increase in price, but at a much greater pace. So if Hedera goes up 5 times from its current price, let's say from 30 cents to $1.50, these may go up 10 or 20 times because they're smaller market caps right now, and they could grow 10, 20, 30 times more. Not saying they will, but that's the idea. Many people will go through these and they'll look at the different networks and they'll pick some of the DeFi apps that are on those networks. So there you have it. Simple, quick way, and now it's sitting in your Hashpack. Your Hashpack also has what's called D-apps, which are ways of interacting with other sites. So if we go to the Hashpack, you see here, we were looking at our assets, we did a swap. You can get involved with what's called NFTs. You can stake and get a return. It's kind of like earning interest on a checking account. You can click D-apps. My favorite one here is called Bonzo Finance. That happens to do with borrowing and lending. But if you scroll down, you'll notice there's many apps. And the one we just purchased was called Sauce. You can click and use the Sauce or Swap site. Or you could go directly to their site and connect your wallet. Not going to get into that, just letting you know that you can do those things within the wallet itself. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Please do forward this to other people that you think might need help purchasing something like HBAR for the first time and also getting involved on the network itself. It will help the network grow and it'll help us all out. Have a great day. Hope we can all make generational wealth together with crypto. Thanks for watching.